short, fat man.
All right, we are live.
Oh, hey!
Aw, they missed out.
They missed out. I know. The pre-stuff before recording sessions. Hello, everyone. I'm Benito, your humble DM, to what is the actual finale of Streams of Spero that went long ago. I think about 4 years or so. So, almost 5. Since we're almost at the end of December, or getting into December. So, it has been a journey. Just been a journey for all these heroes. 2 of them that started the whole leg. Well, one actually started the original leg.
One started.
Yeah, and then joined in very soon after was our famous HK. So, Jacob, you are the one to start and the one to end it in this aspect of this long journey.
The gauntlet has been run.
Yeah. And then we've had this wonderful cast of others joining us along the way. 2 very new ones. So, unfortunately, this is like 4 episodes of their appearance in. But you never know as the worlds will come together. Josh will be joining us later, now that he is playing around with Divinity. They're like, now they just come on and show up when they feel like it and not very helpful to everybody else. So that's the way it goes. All right, but I'll introduce the rest of the cast as we get to near the end. Jen.
Hello, I'm Jen. You have known me as other names, but I am Jen, and I am currently Russell, which is shall we say, the human way of saying her name, which is the sound of leaves, dead leaves, rustling in the wind.
Dead leaves, wow.
The Kenku Ranger.
All right. Gibble.
Hi, I'm Gable. I'm playing Hal, the half-elf bard wizard, mostly bard. And, this is it.
The hopeful historian, I take, we've discussed, correct?
Yes.
All right, Jackson.
Hi guys, I'm Jack. I'm playing Bernard, and his sidekick Cluck, and he might be an idiot. That's it.
Wants
Got a
to
glaive now.
ready to be a
I'm
hero.
good with that. Yes, sir.
All right, Jacob.
Jake, Valeron. Another firebrand
Sometimes. All right.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you
Is that
don't.
mad at me or not?
Depending if you're mad at me or not. That's very accurate. And Lee Winika.
Hello all, I am Lee Wanika of Tabletop Journeys, and I am playing, for the final time in this game, Commander Hephaestus Henrik Greystoke, designation HK.
All right. As we all remember, we pulled a hero from the multiverse. And a princess, apparently a fae queen or lady, and she immediately came up with a plan, found where the Lich Dark Sun was, and propelled our heroes into an attack, helping move Fae into a position to kind of clash with his armies. And they did that. You guys entered where he's hiding, defeated a vast army of undead in front of it, zombies, a dragon, an undead giant, and fought one of the Knights of Nine as well. Fight was fast and furious. Really, just wasted a few spell slots. No one's in real danger, and you were able to press on, and that's where you guys will end up in this cave area. Moving in. Is there anything you wish to do before we head into anything else of this?
HK will definitely take assessment, make sure everybody is okay. If people are in need of healing, he will try to make sure that we do that with using as few resources as necessary, but trying to make sure everybody is as strong as possible going into as we leave this particular part of the scene.
All right. How about our lower level guys? Are any of you guys hurt?
Russell looks fine.
I'm good.
How's good, Bernard?
I'm pretty much good too, yeah.
All right.
I'm just down a little bit of HP, but not much.
So
Yeah, same here.
are you good?
Yeah.
How many hit points are you down?
20 something.
20. That's a bit.
Down 10.
All right.
How many? 20 what?
Anybody
25. I'm down 25.
Okay, so wind will heal you 25, so you'll be up your full amount of hit points. Did someone say also they were wounded a little bit?
Yeah, I'm down 10.
You're down 10?
Russell
Alright.
is 100%. She's good. She looks like normal.
Okay. Jackson, you'll also be healed here to full.
Sure.
So, wind lays on hand, prayers from Tyr, and you feel your wounds knit and heal, and you're fresh for battle.
HK is pretty badly injured, but he's gonna see what he can do to take care of himself here to start with.
Okay.
Yeah, so we need you fully healed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're the one taking all the damage, things are going good.
Very good.
He's the tank. He's the tank.
Yeah, so I'm going to use the totality of my lay on hands, which will heal me 20.
Do you need more?
That still leaves me down like 38 points.
38.
I don't have-
Damn.
I don't
Alright.
have anything significant. I have a healing word.
Hold on. Wind is a resource tank of healing because she is a 20th level paladin.
Oh, thank God.
So I will put you up to full,
Okay.
but she can only maybe heal someone up a little bit more if this fight goes poorly. You will not get the full back up and be a fresh fighter. That's quite a bit of her reserves are being used all up.
Yeah. I mean, I have not used either of my second winds, or my second wind, and I have, and I do have some spell levels for some healing.
Okay,
And Russell has healing as well, so.
I mean,
awesome. All right then.
but I might need some of those for smiting as well. So.
Yeah, you might.
Yeah.
There just might be a lich going on or stuff. Okay, so everybody's now healed up. You guys are pressing forward. Is that formation adequate? Hal, you might want to... I'm going to do some things with you guys. Hal, you want to take a blue ring? Jackson, do you want to do a yellow ring?
You got it.
Those will match up to your character specifically. Jacob and Lewanika and Jen will have the right colors. So cool. Alright, so you can see where you guys are. Hal, you're a bit in the back. Bernard, I put you in the front because you're so bold.
Yep,
that
you
is
would stay there.
that is Win there, if you're watching my black arrow, and T as well there. So those are the two NPCs. So basically they're also fully healed. And yeah, so you two, Bernard and HK, are pretty much in the front. T and Wind are flanking. Firebrand, you're in the middle. Russell on the flanking side. Hal kind of bringing up the rear in case anything should appear.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we will press on then.
All right. As you press forward, yeah, that's good. All right. The very, very top there, as you can see with a staff holding in there, is our great Dark Sun.
Hey Ben, while I have Lewanika right here, I'll have HK right here. I want to cast Protection from Good and Evil on them.
Okay.
And what does that provide me again?
It concentration up to 10 minutes. You're protected against certain types of creatures, aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against you, and you can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
I can't possess him?
Yeah, I know what you want to do.
And aberrations like beholders.
Some bitch. Okay. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Okie dokie. Shit. 6.
Wow, T sucked.
22.
18.
Wow. I hope this is not another game where I roll really badly. Hal, what was your initiative?
6.
6.
He says despondently.
I am bringing up the rear.
All right. Bernard, you are you're the quickest man.
Oh, that's a first for Bernard.
That's not what's told in the tavern, though, Bernard. I just want to let you know that.
That's not what Russell heard. Actually, that's exactly what Russell heard.
Fastest man alive, they say.
Fastest man.
Not in a foot race. Sorry.
Yes, everyone, you can tell he is a kitchen manager.
There's some restaurant workers in it.
Yeah, right here.
Cut from the same cloth. All right, I think Bernard
Like a
would.
house?
You know what? He would take cover behind this little half wall over here.
Okay, over here.
Yes, sir. And I don't know. I think I have a longbow equipped. You think I could take a? You think I have the range on that beholder? There?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you see the creature that's in that hidey hole with you?
Oh.
No, he didn't.
You know what? I'm gonna hit that guy.
New target.
I'm going to take that as a no.
That, in the finality of this campaign, you have made what Vorpalboard has always been about. You're like, that's no token. No, that's a true thing over there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna swing at that guy with the glaive.
All right, go for it.
I know your terrain, baby. Even when you get new stuff, I know your terrain. That's good blend, by the way. That is a really good blend.
Thank you.
Man, dang it, that's good.
That was it's a good thing you said something.
Now you guys are definitely pouring over this thing with your magnifier thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I saw it. I was doing that when he moved. Before he moved, I was going over and I just hit that quadrant. I'm like, oh wait a minute.
Oh shit! All right, so I'm gonna hit him with my glaive.
Yeah.
Let's see what I roll. 27.
Well, yeah.
All right,
Get you some.
for 13,
Okay.
and I'll take my extra attack.
Okay.
12.
12 hits again.
Not bad. For 6.
Is your glaive magical?
It's a +1.
It is magical. Okay. That's important. You strike into this thing and it dissipates a shadow.
Did you actually think HK would let him come in here with a non-magical weapon?
Oh, he set me up too.
I had slight hope, Jake. Slight hope.
You're not gonna catch HK slipping like that.
All right.
Like the commander.
Firebrand, what are you
This is why
doing?
We hit the books, boys. This is why we hit the books.
All right, what's what's up there with Dark Sun? What does it look like? Skeletons or?
Give me a perception check, and I'll see if you can see anything different.
26.
Yeah, they look like definitely skeletal warriors. They could be knights, but you think they're pretty basic. They don't seem to have heavy, like, enchantment that you're feeling.
Okay.
And the beholder, though, you've actually, since you're looking way up there in that part, you also notice the beholder's undead. Like, it's not alive. Because you saw Venro, and you notice his iris is like a dead eye.
Yeah, clouded over.
Yep.
So from, I can't tell, but from top down, a 40-foot radius sphere, could it be placed to hit Dark Sun and the Beholder? I can't tell how far apart they are from like, a top-down view.
You wouldn't be able to hurt both of them because of the lip would not be enough to go up and hit him, or vice versa, because there is a bit of a space, so they're kind of like.
If she's not under anything.
Yeah, but
down.
they are distance enough. If you pull it away, the sphere isn't going to hit as hard on them. Like he's like nearly up near a lip of the. There's actually like places to stand on there, so it would just be if you nail the fireball, it's just gonna hit like around the aspect of that.
It's a meteor swarm, but close enough.
Oh, the meteor swarm is a different. I thought you were talking your classic fireball.
No, it's a meteor swarm.
Okay.
40-foot radius. So I was just gonna see if I could hit them both. If not, I'm just gonna hit Dark Sun and his buddies.
All right.
So anybody that's in it has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. And half damage?
Yep, if they fail. And the damage is... And ones have to become 2. 1, 2, 4, 5. So add 5 to that, so that's 62. One of them can be just made 5, so...
62?
65. No, because one of them I can make, I can max out.
Right.
So it's 65. And that's, wait, that was 20d6, so that is just the fire damage. And
you can only
they
max.
also take 20d6 bludgeoning damage too.
Okay, you can only max out 5th level spells. So.
One dice.
5th level or
No,
lower.
it's one dice from.
Are you doing max? Are you doing?
Empowered evocation. You can add your intelligence modifier to 1 damage roll
Yep.
of any wizard evocation spell.
Okay.
You cast.
So how much damage was that?
That's why just one of that dice becomes a 5.
Oh, okay.
So that's 65.
All right.
It's 20d6 fire damage and 20d6 bludgeoning damage. Do you want me to roll the 20d6 again, or just use the same number for both?
I'll use the same.
Okay, so 130 damage.
All right.
Oh, man.
If they failed it.
He will use his legendary action to take half of that.
He better. He don't need it.
What? It blows up all the skeletons. They all dead.
Ben, how close do I have to get before I can do a 30-foot misty step to the beholder?
You would not still get up to him. You could get up to the beholder.
No. Right.
Oh.
Like, do I have to move to do that?
Yes.
Or can I do it right from where I'm at?
30 feet?
Because he can move and then miss
You would
the
need to
step.
go about half your move to get there.
Okay. Good. Right.
Alright. Okay. You are all set now after that, Firebrand?
Yep.
Just blasted the whole top. HK, it is you next.
Alright, so I am going to make that move and Misty Step so I'm right behind the Beholder.
Okay.
And I am going to stabulate him. He looks like he needs some air. So we're going to ventilate the air, the eye of the Beholder from behind.
All right.
Yeah, you are.
Alright. So, first attack is going to be Brother of Law. That's going to be a 23.
That hits.
Because I Misty Stepped, I do not get Hunter's Mark at this time, by the way.
Correct.
Let's see. The regular damage is going to be 13.
Okay.
There is no Hunter's Mark. Second attack, Brother of Law. 25.
Okay.
That's going to be 15.
Okay.
I'm going to drop one superiority die, which is going to be a D10. And that's going to add 9 points of damage to that.
Okay.
The specific maneuver I'm going for is a trip attack, which if I go ahead, if I'm, as long as he's vulnerable to it, that will make him prone.
He's immune.
Okay. Well, I took 9 for the effort. And now I know more information than I knew going in. And third attack for your Hua again. 29.
Hit.
That's going to be 15.
Ouch.
And then my offhand attack will be Lawbringer. That's a 32.
Yep.
And that's only an 11.
Wait a minute. Your offhand, though, is a bonus action attack.
Oh, correct. So I don't get the I don't get
Yep.
the offhand. My bad.
No worries.
Good point.
All set?
I am good.
You've kind of nailed him pretty bad.
That was the point. Firebrand did his thing. I did mine. And as any kind of free action, I'm like Beholder, and that's why I'm behind him. So if they're doing anything on the front of him, I should be covered from it. And question. I thought I could attack him from behind him, Ben, so I was like under that edge.
Oh.
Basically, so Dark Sun can't see me. That was my point.
Okay.
I wanted to not be in Dark Sun's view when I took out the Beholder.
No worries. All right, Russell. I need you to do your thing.
Okay.
Get him.
Get him. I
Get him.
will get him. I will take aim and shoot.
All right. So you put Hunter's Mark.
Yes.
Okay. On Firebrand.
Yes, that's a 19. No, wait. I take that
What?
back. That
Get him.
is,
What?
that is
Get
a
him.
27 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. With the oath bow, that's an 8. Spells. Hunter's Mark is a D6. Where's my glasses? I forgot to put in my glasses, y'all. Oh, that's kind of low. So that's 5 damage. Plus, oh wait, plus 3d6 ammunition, martial. Okay, wait, that's. I forgot these extra die. Sorry.
No, go ahead and forget them.
Nope.
Oh.
Add them all.
That's 9 more damage.
Plus Hunter's Mark. So 14.
That was with Hunter's Mark.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that was 1d6 for my Hunter's Mark, so I added that on there. And I mean, my bonus action prior to was to transfer the Hunter's Mark. I would like to bonus action. I would like to go. What did I say that was?
Well, bonus action is your used up, so that's going on the
No,
There's Hunter's Mark on it.
Hunter's Mark move.
So, okay.
But you have an
I
extra.
will-
I think you have an extra attack though, because you are a ranger.
I certainly do. Same
What was
target.
the first one?
Yep.
14?
Yes.
14. Oh, not as good. That's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Roll all those dice again, which are not that great, but that's okay. Wait. I think I let me roll that Hunter's Mark. Sorry. 20 points of damage.
Okay.
Everyone kill the chicken! Not yours, Bernard. Not yours.
And then I would like to move.
Where?
I would like to move back the yonder over here as far as I can get.
That's gonna put you near Hal and them. I mean, unless you want to go for like where the light is.
Oh, ouch!
Sure.
I'm not here.
You can
Hey,
do
you
it
were
with
only
light
allowed to
then.
attack one person that turn.
I take like a couple D4 psychic damage from that.
Actually, I might have some of those too.
Okay.
Oh wait, I forgot my dreadful strikes. So I'm gonna roll 2 of them because my turn's not quite up because Ben hasn't called it. So that's an extra 3 damage total between the 2 dreadful strikes.
Okay.
I knew I had something. That's it. That's my turn.
All right. All right.
No, we can't hear you, Lee.
No.
No.
What?
No, what HK has to say isn't important.
All right.
Lee is so mad at me right now. I love you, Lee Wanika.
I'm gonna see how bad I can go there. Hal, make a dexterity saving throw.
My bonuses, okay. Ooh, 13 plus 7, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. So you are fine. You are hit with a ray, but apparently it doesn't do anything.
Just another spotlight for Hal.
Yep, just another spotlight.
I hope it
Wind.
suits my clothes.
Anybody hear me?
Little
We
Barely.
hear you now.
You're very low.
You sound very far away.
Talk to us, Lee Wanika.
How's that? Is that any better?
Better.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell, that's better.
That is an HK
Okay.
volume.
Yeah, that's totally
Alright.
HK.
I was gonna say, your hits, you have to separate them into the total amount for each hit, because Alaron has to make a concentration save versus each individual hit.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was trying to stop you from going too far. Every time you do a single hit to him, he's got to make a roll. So the first one did 14 plus how much?
+1, and the other one was plus whatever was
2.
left.
Plus 2.
2. Okay.
So
I have a Warcaster, so I have it.
yeah, you're rolling twice. You just gotta roll over a 10 each time.
So with advantage, it's 11.
Yep, that's just a pass. And then the second one.
16.
Yeah, you are fine. All right, Wind will move up and attack you, Russell. The first one definitely missed. The second one will hit. And she's not playing around with you. So you will take 11 points of damage slashing. And then she smites you. For 36 more points of damage.
Well, hello.
Oh.
She didn't even give her the friends and family discount.
Nope.
No, and
She doesn't know her very well, so down she's gonna go.
Christ.
Russell is definitely got a few feathers ruffled.
We about to have us a fricassee.
Oh boy, he came down.
Of course he did. Of course he did. Because I got to fight a beholder and a lich. Because that's what we do here.
Just another Thursday for you, HK.
This would be a good time for a second meteor storm, buddy.
Yeah, about that.
Bring the pain.
I got a little something. You got it.
Pop ding.
Alright, Alron, Hal,
Oh, of course.
you need
Yeah.
to each make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Fuck.
14.
11.
Okay. This is probably not going to be pleasant. A fireball erupts near you guys from the Lich, Dark Sun. You each take 41 points of damage.
Oh. Oh.
Can I use counter spell? If it's casting a spell 4th level or higher, an ability check using your spell
Yep,
casting
you
ability.
you can try.
Alright, so what do I...
So if you're casting at 3rd level, you would have to roll to meet it.
Am I just rolling a D20?
D20, yep, and your, I believe is your spell modifier?
+5. So 18 plus 5, 23.
Okay. He is going to counter your counter spell.
Counter his counter.
Can you do that?
Oh yeah, you can. You can totally counter a counter to the counter.
To the walls.
Ooh, that sucks, dude. Yeah, he will stop your counter spell, so your both of your reactions are used up. You each take 41 points of damage.
Fuck. Oh, that's not good.
All right. Oh shit. All right. As we got into the little shadow of the area there, another shadow has appeared, and it has brutally struck Wind. And she looks very weakened. T, very confused, is going to jump on Wind to stop her from beating up Russell. And is not able to do so.
Damn, girl, that's my girl.
She's possessed, T.
That's Russell. She can't be possessed.
She just shot me in the back.
Are you sure? I think there was a sniper somewhere.
I'm 100% positive.
Give me a Firebrand, give me a persuasion roll.
I'm not even.
I'm gonna give you advantage.
Straight up.
She doesn't believe you.
Well, there's an arrow sticking out of my back. I don't know.
She didn't look. It got disintegrated with a fireball. Lewanika, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Then it didn't get disintegrated by the fireball because I'm wearing it.
Oh.
And that doesn't get disintegrated, so it's still there.
HK, Constitution save.
That whole thing?
Yep.
That's an 11.
11.
If that does
You're
not
like
pass,
plus 10.
no, I only get plus 8 on the Constitution save. If that does not work, I will use one of my 2 indomitables. So I will.
Okay, use it.
I cannot.
You didn't make it, so use it. I mean, use your Indomitable.
Okay. Let's see. That's features. That lets me re-roll it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Oh, good lord. That's worse than the first time.
Yeah, totally. Ew. You take 19 points of necrotic damage.
That's gonna hurt the most.
Yeah, not ideal.
And you see it, like, give health back to Dark Sun.
Okay.
Hal.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I'm pretty burnt, pretty bloody. Yeah.
You might have noticed that it's not good to stand next to me yet.
I didn't know fire was attracted to you also.
It
Yeah,
is.
I'm usually a target.
Okay. Can do I have enough movement to get to like this coordinate?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing.
Yep.
Like 30 feet. Okay.
That's
And
where I was gonna go coward.
how far away am I from Dark Sun and the Beholder?
Get the beholder.
I'll say 40 to the Beholder, 50 to Dark Sun.
Okay. Beholder.
HJ's going.
Yeah. Let's. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I gotta
attempt.
sped up.
I gotta attempt this. I'm gonna attempt to cast slow, and I'm gonna put it on the Beholder and Dark Sun. They have to make Wisdom saving throws, and I'm gonna use a Portent also, and I'm going to make the Beholder saving throw a 3.
Wow. I'm pretty sure he just failed.
So that's 1 Portent gone.
Dark Sun passes.
Okay. Yeah, you go get him, HK, and I'm gonna give you some inspiration.
Okay.
Bonus action.
Alright.
That's a D8.
D8.
Ooh.
Alright. Welcome,
I like it,
Andriousis.
It's already tips up, and Andriousis goes. Excellent. No, this is a good thing. Josh, I'm telling you. We're tits up right now. We need help. Save me, Lord Andriousis. You're my only hope.
I think your audio is still off.
No,
no,
I'm
you
just
got it.
listening.
You just
I'm
got
not,
it. Okay, cool.
I'm not really quite sure what to say about that.
He was letting Lee go on.
I mean, it's been a while since Lee has ridden me like a pony like that. So that's
Played like a proper co-host.
Yes.
All right.
But he does have the spur scars to prove it.
yeah, exactly.
Which one of you has the spur scars?
All right. Well, we'll get.
Only one of us has separated his shoulder and the other one's gut. So that's
Yeah.
I
That was
hope.
my shoulder.
I hope you have come to a thoughtful resolution,
So it was Josh's gut.
No.
It was your shoulder.
or do you
No,
still
I've
want?
never separated his shoulder.
that's up to Liwanika.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on for a second then.
Yeah. He needs to answer a question that I sent him a little while ago.
Okay. Well, while he's waiting, Bernard.
Okay. Do you think I would be able to move up underneath the Beholder?
Yes, but you're not gonna be able to hit him with a glaive.
Not even with the 10 feet?
No.
Alright, then I'm going to stay right where I am and take some shots at the Beholder with my longbow.
Okay, go for it.
Oof, that's an 11.
Let me see. He's not a very hard hitting. 11?
Yep.
Missed. Sorry. You just hit blubbery flesh.
And then natural 20 on my second attack.
Yeah. In the dead eye.
That's going to be 14.
Okay. It like really starts to sag. It looks like half its flesh is come down from that attack. Anything else?
I think since Hal's right next to me, I'd ask him if he had like a potion or anything.
No. I'm sorry.
For my bonus action, could I throw him or hand him my potion of greater healing?
Yes, but
Oh,
it's
wait,
gonna
sorry.
take you a, I'll say an athletics of 12 or higher to pass it without dropping the potion.
Oh, don't worry. Sorry, I forgot to. I just saw it. I have. Don't worry about it. I have a potion.
I put it right back.
Okay.
It's like, oh, I found. There it is. Just figuring around there.
All right, Firebrand.
Alright, I'm going to cast Sunburst so it hits the Lich and the Beholder. That
Okay.
is a Constitution saving throw. Undead have a disadvantage on the throw.
Yes.
What's your DC?
19.
Yeah, that's he's gonna use a legendary action, legendary save. So 44.
Well, the 3 ones get turned into 2s.
Ooh.
And 1 gets maxed out to a 5, so that's 3 and 3 added to it. So 50.
52. The beholder explodes.
Ugh.
Jeez.
And it's radiant damage, Ben.
Yeah,
If that matters.
it does matter.
Which I think it does.
All right, the Dark Sun is like no for someone who's named after a son, you know, well, not that son. Anything else?
It's spelled different.
All right, HK.
Rushing through the viscera and the blinding light as Dark Sun is unnerved by the power that has befallen him. Hunter's Mark as a bonus action.
Okay.
HK will then attack with all of his fury. Bringer of Law for the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
21.
Hit.
That is 15 on the regular.
Okay.
That is. We're also adding a superiority die for as a trip attack to put him on the ground.
Okay.
And so the superiority die. That's another 7.
Okay.
The Hunter's Mark is going to be 6. So that's 6 points there.
Okay.
I am going to burn my final spell slot for a smite, which will be 2d8 radiant.
Okay.
That's going to be 14,
Okay.
and that's the first attack.
He is prone, so now your next attack is advantage.
Oh, yep. That's a 26. Let me roll the advantage attack out. The second one for advantage on that. That frickin' 20, baby!
Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
Damn.
So let's see. We are going to do this.
Now he's showing off for Josh.
We need a critical. I get to re-roll the 3 on that critical because I have Piercer and it's a critical hit. So let me re-roll the 3 there. So that's going to be 4 and 5, so that's going to be 9 on
Okay.
that part of the damage.
Okay.
Let me see here. Okay. Features. Feats. Piercer. I get to roll an additional damage die on a critical because of piercer. So
Okay.
I get to roll another d6 there. That's going to be 6 more.
Leonika,
And yes.
how do you want to do this?
Yeah!
Oh! As that hit goes through, and the radiant damage explodes, by tier, your work in this and all realms is at an end. And light just explodes through every orifice, including the pincushions I've just put in his ass. He explodes in so many shards of evil badness.
Awesome. Awesome. You finish his life. Russell, what do you do at this moment?
Check your thing.
Give him a shake and bake. 1, 2.
You have to action search.
Hit me with the hard 20. Let me clear my throat.
As an action, Russell takes a potion that she's been carrying forever, which is a potion of gaseous form. And she flits off. Her ethereal form flits off away.
Ben,
With a
was there
Russian-
any way, Ben, when I saw her, since she did attack me,
Mm-hmm.
when I saw her get out the flask, can I try to cast a spell at her?
Intervene? What are you trying to do?
Wall of force around her.
No.
And I've still had 5 more attacks. I'm sorry, 4 more attacks on my turn when I killed him.
Yeah,
5. I'm sorry, 3. I mean, who cares?
but
Well,
this.
I had 1 more, and then I had second wind. I was planning on containing Russell once I dealt with.
I know, but I feel that you killing Dark Sun as a Greystoke incarnate couldn't help but drive the whole point through to not worry about the battlefield at that particular moment when you saw the orbs of undead life flicker out of his skull.
I will acquiesce to a little bit of focus.
Okay.
Ben just like stealing my characters. It's okay.
Yeah, Jen has none of her characters are hers anymore. They're all mine.
I was trying to save you, Jen.
Well done. Okay. We shift over. Andriousis has infused the life of Danu into his being. He has now taken on the mantle of the Elven Pantheon. But his eyes have grown to transcend to the universe. He is seeing many things that us, with our own mortal eyes, cannot even pretend to understand or know. And he has seen something.
It's been a week, yo.
Yeah, I've been trying to push an answer for a
I know.
while. So, I'm giving you godly time to make sure we did that. What is Andriousis do in this moment that we had discussed?
So in that moment, again, he has sort of, if Mira is still there, when he kind of reaches, because he's been playing through, a la Doctor Strange, he has been playing through a million possibilities in his mind and been exploring a million avenues, and he kind of comes back to the moment with Mira, and he says, there is a complication, unfortunately, Mira. I had hoped that I'd be able to come to some resolution on this, but your grandfather has decided to not let you have what you want.
My grandfather.
I am not in a position where I can make enemies, where I could make allies instead. He made a choice.
Okay.
Forget about Russell, yo. Forget about me.
I think we have done well here. You have something that will help stabilize what the elven people will more likely need. I mean, I think I've done all right here, and I feel that they have fulfilled the goal of defeating this Lich that threatened their town.
Now, didn't I have something that I could send her or tell her that when the Lich is dead?
You have the sending spell, right?
Yeah, I think I was supposed to tell her that.
Yep.
When it was done.
You can do that.
I would have done it when you.
Okay.
When I go over to loot his body.
Nice. Awesome.
This guy has nice stuff.
He has a ring. I'm just kidding.
You know I'm putting that motherfucker on.
You're gonna lose a hand, El Silver.
Exactly what should have happened.
Look, you ain't looking at Alan. I'm gonna chop that motherfucker off.
This movie is not going to have a sequel, motherfucker. That's how that goes.
Nope.
Reach for it. Come on.
He will smile a little bit when he says that. So that is good. Yeah, I feel that we would be made stronger by your assistance, and I think that we have done some good, and we will do some good, and perhaps there is a lesson here in all of us that, yeah, perhaps there is a lesson here for all of us. I'm sorry that I can't give you what you want.
She kind of looks at you. What do you do?
I suppose that's it then. If you know that if you said the word, I could remove you from his influence. But that would be trading one ally for an enemy.
My grandfather has no real effect here. From what I understand, the fake courts here are made of the queens. And
perhaps there is truth in that. That this realm, that this would not be a price that I would pay in this realm. That's entirely possible. But still, in my core, I feel that call it a hunch, Mira. Call it a hunch. Something tells me that if I did this by force, it would be a price that I would pay that would be paid by my people. And right now, things are in such flux. I am not sure that, like I said, that we can afford to pick up enemies when we need allies.
Are you still asking of this ascension from me? Is this what you feel forced, or my link to my grandfather? I put him back on his power. I cannot imagine him being sour with what I've already done for him.
No. I spoke with him and we could not come to an accord.
An accord? On me?
Correct.
Huh.
He would not agree to your transference.
You wish to acquire me?
Not in such a You make it sound unsundry. That's not my intention.
Well, in my history, Lord Andriousis, I make kings and gods, and not to be smug about my own situation, but I have broken the chains that have made what other men, fathers and family, wish of me. I am here because I have foreseen much. And when I met Alric, I saw much potential that I could defeat a wizard much more powerful than in me in magic. What he has in his arcane skills, I have in the planning mind of what I can learn very quickly.
All this I have foreseen, Mira. All this I have seen. I have played through a millennia of scenarios about what happens now, what the next steps are. And at the risk of overwhelming you with a strong following behind me, we succeed. And without that strong following, we fail. Your strength would be an asset that the elves of at least 3 realms that I know of has never had.
You're playing a bit coy with me, Lord Andriousis. What are you saying is going to happen from here?
I am saying that, in particular, my people will suffer under the transition that is about to hit Spero for generations.
From who? I thought the enemy was the Dark Sun. I took out the enemy.
There are many enemies. There was a time when I feared that it was Silk herself that was the enemy, and now I do not think that it is. I believe that it is in fact the Raven Queen.
The Raven Queen?
Yes, I think that she's the one that's behind this all.
What has led you to that?
If I could explain in a moment the things that I have seen, I would. Perhaps it is a matter of faith.
So you're saying that the Raven Queen, a goddess, has made war and collapsing these realms together?
Her thirst for power has caused her to do such.
Isn't Zindred a paladin of them? Of her?
Zindred is a relation of the Raven
Queen. Huh. I think I need to go back to my ship.
I can bring you there in a moment.
Okay.
We should meet up with the others and see how they fared. So with that, is there indication that that battle is complete?
Yes.
Okay. Then would all of them be then ready to leave and go back to the ship?
You would assume so. You know, they're collecting things or studying the battlefield.
Okay, well then, Mira and I will appear to them first then, and then, if need be, we can carry them back to the ship. But let's not leave the battlefield just yet.
they appear. As you appear, T and Wind are arguing off to the right. Depends on who's listening to that. T wants to go after. T wants to go after Russell, and also arguing why Wind would strike her like that. And Wind said she was possessed, so she was evil. So that's his Tyr's justice. They're not. It's not going very well.
HK steps in and says, T, if she was possessed, we will have to find her, and we will try to bring her back to us. And then he looks at Wynn. I have never walked in your shoes or your path, but restraining her may have been the better way to handle the situation. Subduing her, so we had the opportunity to help her. She was a good friend.
Who?
Russell.
Can I summon her?
Yep.
She's back.
T, restrainer.
Okay.
Can I dispel magic?
Sure.
So I'm gonna do it at 4th level. That's enough. If not, I will roll.
Russell, give me athletics or acrobatics.
You said athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah.
I mean, neither one's technically a save. What do you want me to roll?
It's the skill. Either like the skill, athletics or acrobatics. You get to choose either one.
Oh, there they are. Okay, my bad. Let's go with athletics. That's an 18.
Alright. You are just being held by T.
I will turn. I'm assuming otherwise. I will turn my head and back and forth to try to snap my beak at her.
Okay. So you guys are seeing this tussle. This dispel magic does not work. Andriousis, you have true sight. There's a ghost in her.
This Russell tussle.
Yeah. Can I yank it out?
Sure. You're a guy.
Before I do that, she's possessed. Should we remove that?
Yes. At once.
Seems wise.
Alright. You yank the ghost out. It returns to the hells. Russell, you're back in control.
What the bloody fuck? You freaking holding me safe? What the hell?
She's back.
HK rushes up, grabs Russell and T, hugs them both, hoists them to his full height, so neither of them can touch the ground. And
Damn HK! What the fuck?
and smothers them in radiant love.
You.
God damn, what the fuck?
I'll give Russell back the arrow that was in my back.
And while doing so, activating Lawbringer and its ability to create aura of life. Basically, we're not in combat rounds, but basically they're regaining hit points for each round that it's active.
While you do that, HK, for the first time you will recognize the elven divinity of Andriousis. The blades instantly recognize his link to Alanis.
When that is done, I will turn, I will bow, and kneel. My lord. And he will hold the blades out of sheaths and, tips pointed down and tilting them towards their god.
You can stand, Commander. No need for such formality.
He sheathes the blades and stands.
Russell says, "What the fuck? Who the fuck? What? How the fuck?"
T will claps your beaks close. I think they're having a very serious divine moment, you know. All politics and stuff.
Andriousis will kind of side-eye Russell a little bit, and basically manifest a small circlet of stars around his brow.
And Mira will pretty much go, I'm sorry, folks. I wish to have been at this battle, but I was able to see some of the text, some of the historical things that kind of happened, so I kind of peeked in the future a little bit, and I saw that Danu was going to be struck down, and I had to get Andriousis there so that the Elven Pantheon would remain in Spero, or in the New World. I think that was what's going on. So forgive me for having to have an ulterior motive, but I felt that you guys were very capable of dealing with this Lich, and it seems I was right.
Did anybody not survive?
No, we're whole.
The dark
A
side.
little rough, but we are fine.
Firebrand had some shit.
HK gave him the old slice and dice.
HK winks with his clank.
So, what do we do
What
now?
Back to the ship.
What would you have us do?
I do not know. Let's head back to the ship.
Hold on a second.
I'm a week away from retirement. What could go wrong?
Yeah, right.
That's a message to you. Then let me know your decision if you wish to go back to the ship or address this.
A message to whom?
Josh.
To me.
Oh.
I'm writing back.
Okay. Okay. As he mentions that you need to go on the ship, Mira really will just turn to you and go, are you saying you really need me to fulfill the rest of this, whatever prophecy you foresaw? We paid our price and favor to Alric. Is the
That
Raven
is what the
Queen
sands-
that much of a threat?
That is what the sands of time have shown me.
HK and Firebrand, you hear that conversation. She spoke of the Raven Queen.
And HK will walk over. What machinations involve my son are we discussing here?
Who is your son?
Alric.
Alric.
As you think, Andriousis, Alric is the created son by Silk. So he is sorcerer's bound to her.
Tangled web.
Andriousis will say that all of these players are interrelated, and cutting away the connections to reveal truth has proven exceptionally difficult. We are, on some level, all being played on a variety of angles.
Which means the only way we can find the righteous path is to be true to each other. What are the dealings you speak of involving my son?
I speak of no dealings involving your son. However, I think I have shared my opinion of the Dark Lady significantly. And if I have not, then I will take the next 17 hours. In fact, actually, no. You know what? I won't speak. I will merely download to HK everything that I know about Silk.
Okay.
In one fell swoop.
Okay. HK, give me a insight check at advantage. Double your proficiency score. Bye.
They all say hi. Say bye-bye.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Bye-bye.
Now she wants attention, yeah.
Does she want to play?
So, 12 and 14 is 26.
Okay.
And the other version would be 2 more than that, so 28.
Okay, that's well up. As Andriousis downloads the entire history, so you know already of everything Silk was, created, and being. However, you begin to realize the web that was created with her partner, who helped play the situation,
Bye-bye.
the Raven Queen.
Bye.
Bye!
High five.
Bye. Bye.
High fives to everybody.
High five.
We are
Yeah,
easily
yes, thank
amused.
you.
Sorry, we're all...
We love you, kids. We love everybody's kids.
So, HK, you basically have now realized that the Raven Queen came to Silk when she was pulled and trapped by Hades. She helped instigate a escape mechanism, knowing that because Silk was no longer tied to Alanis, that if she was pulled into Spero, she would crack open an opportunity for the Pantheon to trans over. When the crack would basically happen, she knew the old gods would basically be lax and allow this to kind of push through. And then she started the conflict. It is the reason why she killed Hermes almost immediately upon his arrival, not allowing you guys the chance to broker peace or the union. She needed war to happen and gods to fall to allow her to assume many domains and titles that are made in the Pantheon. Much like as you're seeing in front with Andriousis taking over the Elven, she needed to do much the same, because she is mortal when she started, and then she knew how to get stronger and stronger. Now she is at a level of some of the great gods. So this entire war was continued to be pushed by the charm and the cunningness of the Raven Queen using Silk and Hades against each other, and everybody else being played along, all to get her to be one of the more powerful goddesses in the realms.
Well, shit.
What is this?
HK's brain explodes.
Uh-oh.
You
Give
you
me...
could've told me this last week. I saw him in person.
Now that you've done that, give me a history check, HK. And you get advantage because Andriousis, the god, is guiding you.
$17.
Okay. The one thing you'll notice is that you do, as he was talking, feel and see the old home of the blood of the people you've taken. And now you see that she's there. Like, her power base has grown extraordinary, and she is still linked with Silk. So she is manipulating the Dark Lady. If she is indeed the Dark Lady, only because of the guidance of the Raven Queen.
So, Silk was not the big bad.
No.
The Raven Queen is.
Silk was being used
What?
as it was Hades. They were just the show figures for you guys to focus on.
And are there other people in the Raven Queen's thrall that are currently taking over the pantheons when each god falls?
You need to get more of that from Andriousis. Andriousis only gave you from the connections of Silk.
I will ask that question. If all it takes is a god to fall and somebody being present to take that mantle, is that what we're up against?
Muted.
You're muted.
That seems correct, right?
Yeah.
Then we
Yeah.
need to be in defense of the gods and thwart the Raven Queen with each of her attacks to either bolster an existing god and save them, or stop whoever has taken that power as they take it.
Only that, eh?
Rally the god.
I've never been in a fight that was easy. If this is what you if what you have shown me is true, and I have no reason to doubt it, then we have gods to save. And we need you to show them the truth you have shown us. They have an enemy. It is not Silk. It is the Raven Queen, and any she would send to their doorstep.
Oh shit! Don't we have a friend that followed the Raven Queen that went to their doorstep?
We do. And
Well, shit.
I have had an audience with Lady Zindred already.
And
I'd learned some things since that meeting, but I do not think that Zindred is an enemy. I think that she is being manipulated. But I don't know how to go ahead and tell her that.
dump all the knowledge of it into her head like you just did HP.
She's a paladin of a god. It will not be as easy. I was willing and accepting of the truth.
Well,
She
She's
will
also
resist.
a god, so I mean,
Did she
he does have
lay?
that going for him. It would take the power of a god to do it.
Did she lay?
Did she what?
Live.
Zindred is still alive, yes.
then we must. If you show up there, Andriousis, the Raven Queen will show up with you, and she will murder you as she did Hermes.
Yeah, we have to stay with you, Andriousis, and protect you. They're gonna try to kill you.
You are the one who
very
has
likely.
the knowledge. We need to go and raise an army of gods.
Yeah, we do. Ben?
So let's go to the gods.
I'm sending you a message, man.
Okay.
Pretty much, Russell. Yeah, exactly. But, yes, please keep me alive. I am down with this plan.
I just wanted to point that out. Your response was, yeah?
Yeah, thanks.
Sure.
Thanks for reminding me I have a target on my back. Help?
Sorry. Here's the problem about being a god, is that all this stuff happens in like a supernatural microsecond. However, the bounds of mere mortals being able to go ahead and speak back and forth, these things take time.
Tell me about it. Lord, I was trying to explain that very thing.
I will give you this though,
As-
Josh, before you
Yeah.
think. That'll
Yep.
let- I gave you the first option, but you were thinking about 2. There's no reason why you can't make this even larger.
Yep.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was thinking. The question that I asked you was the one that I wasn't sure would work.
Okay.
So as we're all standing here, Andriousis will take a step back and Firebrand, how fervently do you believe what you just said? You believe the information that I have transferred, and you believe that we must preserve the gods as they are now, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, hell yeah.
Then it can start with the 5 of you. Would you accept a mantle if I offered it? There would be trappings you would lose. I will be honest about that. But I am in a position where I need allies and I need strength. And a group of heroes that can do what you just did would be the strongest presentation of elven strength that has ever been written about.
Russell, even though I just typed it at Ben, Russell's gonna look at T and I'm gonna try to do this. She's gonna look at T and say, "How do we tap the Summer Queen, the Autumn Queen? That we protect another god."
He goes, I don't know we can without Queen Autumn's permission.
Yeah, they get real pissed when you do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, HK.
Remember? Yeah, T's agreeing. She's thumbing you up and going like, we're about to kill him. You remember?
Lord Andriousis, I am a husband. I am a father. I'm a soldier. I am no elf. When you say there are trappings I would lose. and I have pledged myself to tier service. Were I to take on any additional mantle, would I still be able to maintain my previous oaths?
You are an oath to tier, and that is true. And the swords that you wield are of elven make. They recognized who I was before you did. So I would say that it is not that your oath to tier would expire. It is that what I am offering you would render it unnecessary for you to continue serving the way that you do.
Allow me to ask the question more directly. Will any change to my mantle change my free will to be a husband to my wife, a father to my children, and a keeper of my promises?
And saying no.
Ben is saying yes.
It is the question. You've just debated this with Mira.
Yeah.
It is the same situation for anyone who takes this. I also want to add something to the note of, because Russell brought this up about her service as a Fae follower of the court. HK has a very particular also connection with the Summer Court, and his position also has important merit, seeing as he is the father to the Summer Knight.
So we have said that we would be honest with each other, HK.
I am always honest.
The answer's, of course, things would change. The change is inevitable. The change will happen regardless of your choice here. The change is not even necessarily mine to control or dictate. You will remain who you are, but of course there will be changes. Of course. But I ask you to think about whether or not there shouldn't be changes, given where we are. The choice is not whether or not does the status quo remain, or does the status quo keep you in tether to the oaths that you have sworn. But the question is whether or not there should be change at this moment or not. This is the moment where this can happen. This is not something which I can then do a week or a month or a year from now when you have realized other things that have fallen to the wayside. So yes, things will change as they must.
I cannot and will not abdicate my promise to the Summer Queen, Nortier. I will do everything I can to aid you. I will train. I will teach. I will seek out. I will defend. But I cannot abdicate those duties. And anything that would cause me to do that, I cannot nor will I willingly choose. But anybody not under such obligations, I strongly feel should take you on your offer. And maybe, just maybe, an accord between either you, Tyr, and the Summer Queen might afford me the ability to do more. But
And the
without them,
Ocean Queen.
for them. But aside from that, I would not be able to.
You would be able to, but it would take you making a choice.
I think you misunderstand me. I will never make a choice to abdicate my promises. If I did that, I would be useless to you as well.
As you see fit, HK. Grey Stokes are always right.
I would hesitate to say that is true, but in this particular matter, I am.
The rest of you?
Well, I don't have anything holding me back anymore.
No, I bear that burden for you, friend.
Yes, which is why HK can't do this. So
I'm not bound by any oath.
HK believes that we should take you up on this, and
Firebrain, you're a magic user, right?
yes,
Which flavor?
evocation.
Perfect. And Bernard, you're a
Fighter.
fighter. Okay, straight up fighter?
Yep.
Cool. How old are you?
I'm an Eloquence Bard and 2 levels in Divination Wizard.
I like it. Alright.
He's still figuring himself out.
Aren't we
Had
all?
did some studies.
Bernard, don't forget your chicken.
It's kind of
Maybe
That's
you can
right,
get
I
some
have
cool
claw.
armor or something.
That'd be nice.
Damn chicken.
And Russell, I
Thanks forever.
know enough about what you are.
What am I?
You're Kenku, that's all I need to know.
We love you, Josh.
And you have Caleb, Paladin, Mira, many things.
Yeah.
Wind, Paladin, and T, a
Wind,
monk.
wait, Wind Earthheart?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember, she was
she's
resurrected
not-
with you.
Yeah. Wind is probably the one that I would ask. I would look at specifically and be like, "What say you, young lady?"
I've been fighting against Silk and whatever else she's concocted. I see no reason to stop now.
Okay. You say Caleb is a paladin?
Yes.
Would he be willing to become a paladin of me?
No, he's definitely all about Mira.
Fair enough. What about Wind then? She's also a paladin, right?
Yeah, Wind will go with you.
Yeah.
T will not. She is a monk of the Autumn Court.
So basically, I'm not getting any of the Fae, and that's okay. That's
Just a half elf.
I mean, we have to
Alright.
get permission
So,
first.
Ben, let me make sure I got the list right here, because I'm sending you some information on what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Firebrand, Bernard, Hal, Russell, and Wind. Anybody that I'm missing other than Caleb, HK, and Mira.
T.
T and Russell both have to have the permission first.
Yep.
From who?
The
The
Autumn
Autumn
Queen.
Queen.
The Autumn Court.
Okay, that's...
And by the way,
As-
HJ was pretty clear. If you talk to Tyr and you talk to the Summer Queen and they are okay with it, he would. But he's just not going to do it without their okay.
Yeah, and yet he speaks of free will.
Can Andriousis just
uh,
ask them all that outside of our normal time and space? since she's,
Sure,
gone?
yeah, but that would make for a really boring rest of the game for everybody else. So
Well, hey, maybe Ben could have just said, "Yeah, that's cool."
I've been asking him to make a decision for about 3 weeks, guys. You'd have no fun. He's telling you right now, this is going to be long.
this is yeah. Look,
I spent most
the
of
amount
my
of
waking-
conversations, yeah.
I spent most of my day as Mira's patron, passing it out with them.
Yeah.
Right up to the start of my last gaming session and
About an hour
immediately
into it.
afterwards. Yeah.
Shoot, mine was spent talking with Ben, going, "You remember she's possessed." Anybody, right?
Oh, so you chose me.
Yeah,
All right.
he was excited.
I
Yeah, it is.
totally forgot about that. Like when you did that, I had legit shot face on. I'm like,
Everybody
what the what?
forgot.
I'm like,
Everybody.
oh
Alright.
man.
All right,
You-
let's
you
get
said
back
the
on
window's
track.
Closing, right?
Yeah.
You said the window's closing?
Yes.
Okay. Andriousis will look at Russell and T and acknowledge that I recognize that you do not feel like you can make this choice of your own. The time is now. I will make it. I will make the change if you so choose. But if your allegiance you feel prevents you from doing so, I will not take you against your will, nor will I create enemies in this process.
Wait, are you saying you're gonna make me the baddest monk in all the Fae if I choose this?
The baddest.
The
I am
baddest?
saying that there are.
Show enough.
I am saying that there are certainly options that I can present you which you do not currently have. If that means that you are the baddest Fey monk, I prefer you be a better Fey monk, but that's a matter of some interpretation, perhaps.
A lot of fancy words for an elf.
Russell looks at T like, yo.
Yeah, we're in.
Easy.
Alright, so, T...
Hey, we're Fae. We're easily swayed.
Okay,
Those
so that's T. That's T and Russell. So
Yes.
the only ones that I don't have then are HK and Mira.
I don't know if Howland and Bernard said yes. Are they saying yes?
They did, right?
Okay.
I don't know if they
You guys
did,
both
but
said
you
yes.
tell them- Yeah, you guys did. Don't worry about it, guys.
Yeah.
They're in.
They're like level 12. I got that. Okay. Andriousis will look at Mira one more time. Time is now.
You're in.
Once I hit enter on this message to Ben, it's done.
I think we really need all the help we can get here. Mira, you do owe me a favor for bringing Arthur to Spero. This is my favor.
Steps ahead.
I wrote it down so I would not forget.
Damn.
Damn, son.
You can tell this is Mira's expression. A Fae always pays back their favor. I accept Andriousis.
Bound, baby.
An author will go where she goes, I go.
I would have it no other way.
And Verlandon weeps.
I look at Andriousis and I wink.
So Firebrand just earned himself a promotion. Okay, Ben, that's what I'm doing. Plus Mira and Arthur, which that has some stuff. So I got to figure that one out. I did not expect that to happen. So.
So just to be clear, they are now gods also?
All right.
They just got they're joining his
He kind of opens. You can feel like Andriousis immediately needs to like you can see that he's like his body seems to be like slowly solidifying. Gold strands leak out and they touch Russell to the chest, T to the chest, Hal to your chest, Bernard to your chest, Alron to your chest. Touches Mira and Arthur. You see it flancing around HK. Like you feel the tease, but as you've asked, it does not.
Yeah, you do.
The rest of you, your eyes become open now. The universe is open to you. You now see a lot of what Spero is going through. You feel the war of the gods. They are battling in different places all around. The old gods trying to hold ways as others are hunting. And the Raven Queen's forces are indeed strong. Aphrodite, Ares, Shiva, Arubis, Nyx, Loki, Silk, Tiamat are all serving in the war with the Raven Queen. Zeus's armies is fighting, but they are unorganized. They have never faced a fight like this. Zeus fought the Titans, but not gods, not with powers beyond. And you feel an other world, these other worlds, like one that even Mira came from, is very far away, very small. But you now sense a lot is where these gods come from. It is a dark, shadow-fell, horrible world. Light on magic, but high on necrotic aspects of death. Cursing, doom, black magic. All these things, you can tell, are part of what it is vying for. And these planet verses, you can feel, are tying themselves. Your pantheons are bringing them together. Each of you feel yourself shaped differently. You feel now you are no longer the species you were before. You feel elven blood of ancients run through you, changing you, giving you the aspect of all before you. And Andriousis, Danu, is the father to your pantheon. And you can feel the touch of many elves throughout Spero and Alanis.
Woo!
The Raven Queen, you feel, sees you. She
I bolt
smiles.
up from a nap like, whoa, what the?
And she smiles. She seems pleased that life just got more interesting for the realms to come. And for us, that will fulfill and end the Streams of Spero chapter. It has been an amazing ending now for some of us, and even some newbies who've come in to taste utter glory. You are now becoming part of the Pantheon to be told in campaigns to come. That's it.
Wow.
That was great, guys.
Now I can find my sister. Cool.
All that, easy enough.
So Ben, do you want me to tell? Do you want me to tell them what they are?
No, because there's going to be some shaping. You have a lot of your influence, but
Okay.
there are things that have to still be kind of more placed in spots, and the war is not yet over.
Yep.
Things are different. I will say though, Josh, I pressured you. I gave you a lot of heartache, but you definitely chose the best for the elves.
Yeah.
If you did not crush what Mira wanted to be. And
No,
Jacob,
in fact,
that was
letting Mira
probably
have what
one of
she
your
wanted was
best
very,
plays.
very important to me. Yeah.
Yep.
Like I really could. I recognized that I could have, and boy, you dangled that carrot, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
You sure, but it was very important to Andriousis that he remembers who he has become, because he has been the guy that would have been like, oh, snatching Mira from where she is, like viciously, brutally, and without her permission, would get me exactly what I want. Done. Like, he has been that dude, and it's very important that Andriousis now is no longer that. So, for what it's worth.
I loved it.
Y'all are elves now, by the way. Sorry about that.
Sorry
yeah.
about that.
Then at the top of my note section in D&D Beyond, it says, I have Mira owes you a favor for bringing Arthur to Spero. And
Dude.
I was thinking about that before the session. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use it today. I gotta use it.
Yeah.
This is gonna be the last session. I gotta get my
agree.
damn favor.
That's amazing. Like,
I will tell you this before we sign off. If you did not call that favor, I know you guys have a lot of passion, but remember, this was a almost 5-year campaign. The Raven Queen had this plague going on for so long, none of you sensed it. Mira has always been, thanks to Lewanika, was the created counterintelligence to some of the greatest beings in his realm. So to promote her to be counterintelligence for the elves is fucking as phenomenal as I can possibly think of. As I think I was telling Gable, this is like making Batman a god.
Well, I don't have hair.
Yeah, when Batman sat on the big chair on Apocalypse, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is.
And I would have told you that last choice, she was gonna be like HK. I was about to say no until you called the favorite card.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying
Firebrand
you
with
did
the
this
tail
for the
limit.
realm, buddy. You did this for the
Yeah.
realm.
What's interesting though is that, and I guess I can reveal this because are we still on camera? Are
Yes.
We still on?
You want to
Okay.
you want to sign off so you can tell you went.
No.
Okay.
I can say this.
Okay.
So, for anybody watching, I was the game master for the game that that Ben was a player in that created that he used the character Mira for, and Caleb playing Arthur. Jen played a character in that game as well. And one of the most interesting things that happened in there was Mira found out her grandfather was the Archfey Lodi, and what Josh and I were doing kind of off camera almost all day today, and it actually started last night, was having the conversation between me playing Lodi and Josh playing Andriousis. Now, the tricky web to weave was I am the game master in a different game, playing an NPC that has near infinite power, basically the Land of 18 Seas equivalent of the Summer or the Autumn Queen. But he is actually the by blood grandfather of Mira. So what I had to do was say, what does he want? Not what I want for HK, not what do I want for my fellow players in this game, but I had to play that character.
Yeah.
And that character is weird. If anybody has the opportunity to play a true full-on Fae, not a Fae player character semi-mortal, but an actual full-on Fae, you can't say anything that makes sense. And I kind of found interesting ways to do that. I would write out what I wanted to say, and I'd run it through a bunch of different weird filters to have it just jumble it up and make it weird. and came up with, like, parts of it were poetry, parts of it were just kind of nonsense Faltakar. But at the end, it really came down to one basic thing. He wanted to be bound to this also, but he needed Andriousis to agree to that bind. But he doesn't have the language to articulate what that bind actually entails. I, as Leonika, know what it is, and I'm not saying nothing about that.
Yep.
But all Andriousis knew is that Lodi had two seeds in his hand, and he said, if you add your light to my seeds, wherever you and yours walk, I will flourish. That was really what it came down to. And Andriousis is like, I have no idea what this guy's asking for. I'm not dealing. I don't want to do this. And we went round and round and round.
Yeah.
And I, at any point, could have been very straightforward and said, but I'm like, that's not good. And similarly, at any point, I could have just said, hey, Ben, what is Mira really thinking? Because the question wasn't, can Mira do this? She always could.
Yeah.
The question was, did she want to do it if she thought it would hurt her grandfather, her patron? And she didn't. And Andriousis didn't want to make an enemy. And whether it would or wouldn't have made an enemy, there's no way for Andriousis to have known or trusted that. So there was a lot of this kind of circular logic going around where nobody either had the ability or desire to be straight up honest other than Andriousis. Andriousis was very straightforward the entire time. Mira, for her part, was pretty straightforward. The fact is that Lodi kind of was, but his straightforward is anything but straightforward. And so there was no way in an in-game sense to do that. So I made a conscious choice to play the whole thing in character and let the chips fall where they may.
And I think what is most ironic is the wrong word, but what is, I think, kind of most poetic about that entire interaction, because Ben, I had sent you this message earlier that Andriousis and Lodi had the form of an agreement. Lodi had named his price, and Andriousis had said, yes, that I will pay that price for this to happen. I will take that on for this to happen. and ultimately it came down to more than anything else. More than anything, it came down to the symbolism of it. That Lodi refused to be perceived as subservient, and Andriousis refused to let Lodi dictate the terms of the agreement. Like literally at the end of the day, it came down to Andriousis realizing that no, we can all be Pantheon, we can all be gods, buddy, and there needs to be a figurehead at the end of the day. That needs to happen.
Interestingly, Lodi never wanted to be a god. He actually thinks gods are beneath him.
Sure.
So and he actually said that at one point. I have no interest in belittling myself to be a godling.
Yeah.
He actually referred to Andriousis as a godling the entire
No,
time.
he would have gladly, basically what you wanted was access. We won't share that, but basically Andriousis would have given you what he was asking for. And then the nuts came out. I'm like, I ain't touching your nuts, man. Like that's
that was pretty much it.
That's not happening. Like that's.
There's two seeds.
Whatever.
You know what the bad thing is? And Ben can attest to this. Literally, Jen just went, wait, Mira and Arthur who? Like, I just connected the dots, like, just now. I'm such a dork.
Yeah, well, it all came down to, the biggest thing was I pushed Josh weeks ago to make this call, and he kept running circles around trying to make it so Mira would take the mantle willingly without taking away what I had basically played with very similarly 4 years with Libanika, where her all goal was that was always about making a family and stuff. And like I said, we could split her off, make a clone, whatever, homunculus, whatever, but the real Mira knew that wasn't her life anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had some real wackadoodle ideas on how to make this happen.
But but when I told him the Raven Queen was the big bad, the conspirator of all this, that was the same about a classic that you gave me, leaving it. You're like, what the fuck? What? Really? Yeah. I've been sitting on that for so long, knowing that you guys would always because I made Glenn the paladin, to be like, no, that can't be it. That can't be the wrong. I was on a kick of running evil campaigns.
Yeah. Josh and I had a conversation. I'm like, I cannot figure where this is going. It had me stymied for a while. Yeah. Like, I'm like, how is this? Like, I don't get what's going on. And now I do.
Yep. And poor Glenn, man,
he doesn't know.
Option. What's that?
I made him believe that this was all about change, the difference, and again, it's all about perception. Like, if you look at life, if you follow it,
it's everything.
Yeah, you're gonna believe it.
I mean, you saw the conversation with me and him, Ben, though. Like,
yeah.
Like, I gave him the option, but again, I needed him to abandon her willingly. I couldn't have any resentment lingering in his heart for thinking that he did the wrong thing. And he made the choice that I think Zindred would have made. I think that is the best thing I can say about the choice that he made.
Yeah.
But that's... He ain't with us.
Nope.
Yeah, so...
Alright, everybody.
Anyway.
You can follow some of this still going on old ways. Now that there's the cat's out of the bag, it's going to be interesting to see how my friends over there respond to what is going on with the Raven Queen and her cast of followers.
Carowin knows nothing.
And I like it that way. Say bye.
And Charlie knew it was bad business the entire time.
All the time.
Good night, all.
Night.
Night, Lane.
Friends of Spero!